Hey folks, as promised, I'm here with this red burst guitar, rust burst. I don't know what we call it. This is, well, you guess what it is. What is this? What do you guess? That bridge shape gives it away. Come on, you've seen that bridge shape before. As I get to here, you'll know what it is, right? And I have a couple of disciples among you that are always talking about Oscar Schmidt guitars and how great and what a great value they are. I'm not as big of a disciple because I like the Washburns a lot better. But if they're cheap enough, I will pick them up. And I picked this one up really cheap. And the only thing that it needs, and I'm shooting the video before doing the work this time. I usually do the work first. Just because it came in the mail, I want to give it a couple days to settle down. The action is high on this, about 2 or 3 millimeters high. And I need to cut down this saddle if things stay as they are, but it might drop because it was shipped to me overtuned. In other words, somebody cranked the strings really high on this and shipped it back. It's probably a return, and now the action is really high, so it might have warped a little bit, and I'm just giving it a day or two to see if it comes back down under proper tension before I cut this saddle down. You know, it's a wise thing to do that, to wait a little while. When you get a guitar in the mail, give it a day or two at least for it to acclimatize to your particular area. So this is another one of those annoying model numbers. This is an OD45CRD, which is some kind of red. It is a Dreadnought cutaway. The model number also includes B pack because it came with a bag. It's not really a pack. I didn't get anything else but a cheap bag. So I don't understand why they're doing that model number, but they are. Anyway, the only way I would get this guitar is if I get it cheap. So if I'm you, I wouldn't pay much more than $120 for this. The reason being it is a basswood top and a sapelli back and side. So it's not a spruced guitar. It doesn't sound bad. It sounds all right. Doesn't have much depth or anything. Not a whole lot of sustain either. It's a good student entry-level guitar. It's pretty. These red ones and blue burst ones go fast, so I imagine when I list this, some kid will pick it up for school and I'll set it up so it plays like butter, and they'll be away. You can do a lot worse than this. But yeah, I have some people that swear by these that keep writing to me about how great these are. And I think that some of them, I'm a bit hit and miss with Oscar Schmidt. I mean, I think some of the models are really good, and others are just kind of okay. None of them are really bad. None of them are terrible. They're just not thrilling to me. But if you can get them at a good price, and you can do the setup, I think they're a reasonable deal. Yeah, so it's the, you know, sort of the decal pearloid rosette. That is not engraved, not at this price, but it is bound with the cream binding. It has the button bind there with the cutaway and what looks to be quite dried out fretboard. And I think this is rosewood. Yep, it's just kind of dry. So when I work on this, probably tomorrow, I will oil that up and I will take that saddle down if it hasn't dropped by then. It does have a painted finish, which I think may detract a little bit from the sound, not too much. I do like more natural finishes. Being that it is a basswood top guitar, I don't think it's going to have great sound to begin with. The tuners are very normative. The strings are probably fairly cheap, although I think Oscar Schmidt does use branded strings. I don't think they use non-branded strings, but there's some kind of fuss for bronze with the mother of something. I always say that because it's very, very unlikely to be pearl at this particular price point. Other than that, there's nothing much to say about this. It's clean. It's, you know, it's competent. You know, it's a nice shiny new guitar. I can make it play nice. It comes with a, you know, rather spindly gig bag, but it's something to give away with the guitar. These are good strummers. not great to finger pick at this action, so I'm going to dial that in before attempting anything too intricate to play. But I want to show it to you because it's a new, interesting brand that just came in, or a new model. I don't think I've had one of these. I might have. They all kind of run together sometimes, these Oscar Schmidts, but I don't think I've had this exact one. But anyway, I think it sells, let's see, Amazon sells it for $142.95. And that's about fair. If you can get one set up for $120, slightly used, $100, I think that's probably even better. So somebody will probably get a deal like that from me. Anyway, just thought to show it to you, and I shall see you next time. Good morrow.